Hey guys, welcome to the show. Today, I'm going to be taking a look at the brand new Netflix original documentary, Into the Inferno, directed by the famous Werner Herzog, whose voice I totally wish I had. He took a deep breath into the Inferno and saw his soul stare back at him. Yeah, pretty close. Now, my first experience with Werner Herzog's work, was back in college when our professor made us watch a little documentary called Grizzly Man, which is also on Netflix now, and I totally recommend it. But let's talk about Into the Inferno. Now, this film is all about the visuals. The first shot of the film shows us deep into the depths of a volcano, and it was a little shocking to see real live lava at first, because my mind was like, is this CGI? We hear Werner start his introspective narration and see the crew has traveled to Vanuatu Archipelago Abrium Island, somewhere in Nebraska, I believe, to interview villagers on their thoughts on the volcano. But for a large part of the film, we follow volcanologist Clive Oppenheimer, who is basically a British Jesse Eisenberg. Now, the cultural differences between us and the inhabitants of this island are vast. We see some kids acting all scary, kind of like demons in the woods, and I thought that was odd. But then we see the village start to sing and dance and sing a sweet chant, and I think we're missing something here because these folks are having the time of their lives. Yeah. From there, the crew travels to Antarctica, to Mount Arabsand, where we see there's a group of scientists who are braving the conditions to study some volcanoes. I was watching this part of the movie with headphones on, and actually got jump scared when Werner is interviewing a villager and there's a sudden eruption right behind him. Side note, I totally recommend headphones to watch this movie. Or better, surround sound. Another side note, this movie also has beautiful visuals of volcanoes. No way! I love how they use opera music to contrast the volcanic explosions. It makes for a very good contrast. We see a wide shot of a man running from an ash cloud explosion, and it's pretty neat. Next, Werner and crew travel to Lake Toba, Indonesia, and things start to really heat up. But really though, they get some really cool shots of lava there. I mean, just imagine filming a volcanic eruption. Do you think I should get closer to this thing? Oh yeah, you'll be fine. I don't know, man, it's looking kind of scary. Now let's talk about the villagers who live near these things. We learn a lot of them kind of treat volcanoes like gods and offer them offerings and do spiritual rituals. And that's all and good, but can they do that and not live within the volcano's blast radius? I don't know. Also in Indonesia, we see a temple in the shape of a chicken pointed towards a volcano. You look at it and ponder if that thing actually exists in real life. It's like something out of a sweet adventure movie. They go into the temple, down into the dungeon catacombs, and it's actually pretty suspenseful. And then they turn the corner, and there's a regular blue-collar worker there, painting the walls. Oh, okay. Even in Indonesia, just guys trying to make a buck. From there, the film takes another turn, and we head to Ethiopia, where the crew hunts for fossils of people that may have been from the start of time. A little off topic from the title of the movie, but I like this sequence. Then to Iceland we go. Let me say, there was a certain calming beauty of watching a sea of lava flood by in Iceland. From there, the film takes a sharp turn and you won't see it coming. And let me say, I wasn't hating it. I mean, some of the most striking visuals of this movie come out of the third act, and they're not of volcanoes. And we'll lose some people here, for sure. But honestly, Into the Inferno has probably some of the most strikingly visual images you're gonna see all year. It's fascinating to see some of the indigenous villagers worship the volcanoes and party all day. I want to party with these guys sometime. In my opinion, Werner Herzog has hit a home run yet again. I see a lot of negative reviews online of people saying this film doesn't have good direction or a solid narrative. But what these people don't realize is you're gonna have to make some sacrifices when you go to film the most exotic, stunningly beautiful locations on Earth. I'm giving Into the Inferno 5 bacon. Really though, check this one out if you're gonna watch any documentary this year. I'm Carter the Critic, and I'll catch you next time.